fucking go. Honestly, normally I try to keep warm, but I think I'm just gonna chill. I think I'm warm enough. If anything, I think undoing Unholy Trinity would tire me out. I think it's best that I just chill and watch this. I can commentate this base versus Danchez. I think that's the best because that's what I did before the game against base, and I did feel a little bit more rested and relaxed. Yeah, me too, comrade. I thought it was over. I felt so tired, but I was able to pull myself together, and the clutch definitely helped. With clutch, I always feel like I have a chance. Because the thing with clutch is that he's so fast and so tanky that you can just plus forward if you really need to, and maybe you'll win the fight. Let me look at the picks and bans. They're probably almost done with it. Got obviously base is gonna ban Corrupted Keep. That's his perma ban. Even though base actually isn't that bad at Corrupted Keep, because I've played him on it before. Yeah, I think. Well, I think it is the best map for clutch, both the Ruins and Awoken. Hey, 30, please don't remind me of that. You guys keep reminding me, and then I want to cry every time that I lost. Yeah, I did panic, but it's even compared to Estoty, it's a completely different feeling doing a QPL match because there's so much more on the line than even Estoty. And even though I've gotten better at dealing with, those situations, it's still not perfect, and I think I did panic a bit. My mouse was not calm. It looked like the beginning of that Ruins game against Sendoku, where my mouse was just super shaky. And I'm rushing. So we got Ruins, which base probably gonna try to pick Clutch or Slash on Ruins. Actually, I think Danchez plays Slash, so maybe base has to be careful about that. And then Danchez goes Awoken, another amazing clutch map, so Danchez's got to be careful. And then Blood Covenant, Molten are banned. Veil is the last map. I hate you, George. You always come in here with these saying exactly what I don't want you to say. No, there's no QPL tomorrow. Tomorrow is Challengers. Danchez picking Ranger. I expect to see a Slash from base. Slash or Clutch. I don't. Maybe a Nyx, but I think it's one of those two. Right, base does go Slash. Now, if I was Danchez, I'd ban Clutch 1,000,000%. And just deal with whatever else he picks. Base, 100% chance that base is going to pick Clutch here. And then Danchez, you got Strog, you got Scale, you got Sorlag. I think those are the options against Clutch. If I was him, I'd pick Scale, but I don't think that Danchez plays Scale. He might pick... I think he plays Sorlag, so maybe he'd play Sorlag. But Strog is also... He's always a good option. You know what? I might have scared base away from the clutch. Now he goes for the Strog. I mean, there's more options for Danchez against the Strog. You can kind of get away with anything. He goes for Doom. I definitely like Strog better. I hope you guys are ready for me to beat Dramas next QPL week. It's going to be a tough one. I feel like Dramas is one of those guys who they always play better in tense situations. Just what I get from Dramas, because he always does this. Where, you know, last season he beat He beat Razy and Rafa at the beginning. No, I didn't do picks yet with Dramas. And Danchez are going for the Galena. I expect the DK from base. That's one of his favorites on this map. My prediction skills, not good. Slash versus Ranger. I definitely prefer the Slash. I feel like Slash is a bit of a counter pick to Ranger because Slash is so fast that it's hard to land the orb on her. Also, her hitbox is pretty small. I hope so, Rollinger. I have a really good chance since I'll have the map advantage against whoever I'm playing. So in this situation, I definitely prefer the Slash. Now, the only thing is that Danchez seems to hit, like, miraculous amounts of rails. And if you can do that against a Slash, it can be really difficult for the Slash to do anything. So that's what Danchez has to rely on. Also, if he can try to force a close-ranged fight, the orb can... Especially Shotgun Orb can destroy Slash. Awathril. Can't wait for this tournament to end just so I can go take a nap. I probably won't. I don't take naps, but I'm just gonna lie down. Rafa hasn't dropped a map yet in QPL. Classic Rafa. We'll have to wait till it's Rafa versus Kilson. I hope I win the coin toss against Rafa, because if I can win the coin toss, then I get clutch on Awoken. There's nothing he can do about it. And I feel very comfortable, obviously, with clutch on Awoken. I'm not sure what he's planning to pull out, because it's a very real possibility, as long as I win the coin toss. Sucks if I don't win the coin toss. Does that mean I let him have Slash in a later matchup? I mean, I could pick Slash myself. I kind of doubt he would pick Slash in Awoken against the clutch. Oh shit, it always feels so much louder when I'm not the one playing. Turn it down just a little bit. Turn on follow killer. I think it's already on follow killer. Actually, that might not be good for base because Danchez can orb up. We'll see if he does it. Okay, doesn't... Oh, wait, yeah. That's what I was talking about, where Danchez can orb up from heavy. That's why you gotta be really careful, especially as a light champion. It's one of the reasons that... Or one of the big strengths of Danchez, Ranger off that spawn. Oh, base could get caught out here, actually. He is railable. Danchezer's gonna go for that rail. Maybe not. I don't know why. Danchezer, like, not doing anything, and now he's out of position. And he's probably gonna die here. Base choking a little bit, but he's gonna end up getting this kill. Danchez, why is he doing that? He could have gotten probably LG or Rail. His base was taking a while to get the Mega. Danchez has the orb. He could actually push this if he wants to, but it would be a little risky. He's gonna decide not to. He might not have perfect timing on it. And Danchez are probably gonna be able to get himself this next Mega. It's gonna take base a long time to get around, and base, I think, smartly decides to just give it up. He is making a lot of noise, though. I think Danchez knows. Well, they both know where they are now. Oh, this could be it. Nice rail. That rail saved base. That rail. Danchez are still gonna have a good stack to defend the Mega. We'll see if base tries to make a play on it. Scary! The orb misses and the rocket misses. This will be the kill for base. Looked a little scary there for a second, but Danchez just misses everything. Does manage to get a rail without getting hit. Ooh, he hits one. Can he hit a second? Nope. Misses the second. It wouldn't have killed him, but maybe could have thrown off. Base looking really laggy here. Holy shit. Base potentially with some internet issues. Probably gonna give Danchez the Mega because of that. We'll see if base can deal with this lag. And not gonna be able to. He takes 2 rails. Gotta feel bad for him a little bit. Base now forced completely out of control. Danchez is gonna hear him and know where he is. The orb push. No orb. Okay, there's the orb. Okay, it's actually not on follow killer. That's my bad. I thought it was already on follow killer. That lag could cost base this game, honestly, because I think he lost control primarily because of that lag. Danchez are possibly gonna orb up. Taking a while, actually. We'll see if he can get the orb. Nice. Really nice. And this could be really dangerous because base just doesn't have any stack. Ooh, how did that rocket miss? That rocket looked perfect. And now, actually, base doing a ton of damage. Not even a trade. Base gets the kill. Danchez are probably not happy about that one. Base not gonna go for the rail. Probably smart. Ooh, what a nice rail from Danchez. Might even get this second one. Nice, off the spawn. Base very risky peek, but not gonna do very much, probably. They are both, or base is railable. Nice orb. That was really smart, that orb play. Base could be trapped here. Danchez without an LG is gonna have some trouble pushing into this. But Danchez are just amazing rails. Able to hit that first one, he just needs one more. I think smartly decides not to keep going for it. Just gonna get that Mega, get that LG, and go for the Mega with Orb. Maybe. Actually, Orb's probably not gonna be up. See if base can defend this. Not gonna be able to. Danchez is there just in time. To get that Mega, now should probably go to heavy. He doesn't know quite where base is right now. But he probably should go to heavy, because it looks like he could be giving it up, and base is actually on the heavy right now. Crazy looking play there, but it actually works. Danchez, I think that's one thing I gotta keep in mind, is Danchez loves to go for those rocket jumps through that hallway. Danchez, though, giving up the Mega. Huge misplay, actually, because base had no right to that Mega. And base is in a really good position for the next heavy, because Danchez doesn't have his orb. Waiting for those hourglasses, but they're not going to be up. And base actually there before Danchez, and Danchez's forced to back up. Very scary to have a slash with full health, full stack. Base not going through the portal, gonna wait a second. Now gonna be able to make it onto this Mega. Wasted orb, however, base is missing a whole bunch. And actually gives up that Mega. They're both railable. Base is gonna be able to get the final blow. And even getting some spawn damage. Misses that kill shot. But he does find it, looking a little scary there for a second. Base not going for heavy. This could be terrible for him. And the trade does not benefit base. Actually, it does, since he did get the spawn, though. Very unlucky for Danchez with those spawns. Base is actually railable, I think. So, base, Danchez is going to get this Mega. Ooh, and hit that one. They're both railable. We'll see who can get it. Base gonna make his way to the health bubble, so he's not railable anymore. Danchez is just no fear. Going straight for that light armor. Ooh, base missed that kill shot. No, there's a huge split between the items, so it's not looking good for Danchez to be able to defend this Mega, even with the orb. And a massive wasted orb, I don't know why. Scaring base away, actually. However, he is gonna take a ton of rail damage, and base with the three rails kills Danchez. I don't like these orb plays very much. It seems like he put himself in more danger with the orb. Danchez are starting to miss a whole bunch. Gonna cost him that heavy. Base now in a really good situation. He's gonna even steal that rail. Looks like this is it. Map 1 goes to base. Looked like for a second that base might have, or Danchez might have been able to win that one. But he started making some questionable decisions. Starting off by just giving up the heavy for free. Seems like that's one of Danchez's biggest problems here, is he was giving up a lot of items. Some 5-head orbs. Some of them were good, but there was a lot of them that seemed weird, like he was just putting himself in a bad position with the orb. Base is Strog here, not Danchez. Danchez is Doom. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have resigned, but he was probably a little tilted. Something I would do. Yeah, they're gonna have to go back to lobby because Danchez was Doom, not Strog. I don't think that follow killer works properly because I keep trying to use it and it just doesn't work. Are they playing? Because they were both Strog. That's not the right champion. Okay. I was worried there for a second that they were just gonna play it Strog versus Strog. And I was gonna miss out. It definitely benefits Danchez because I think Strog is better than Doom here. Only by a little bit, though. Doom is still very good. Nice movement. Nice movement. Alright, let me see if I can get Follow Killer to actually work. I think those spawns are mostly even, maybe slight advantage to Danchez. Base is going to get himself onto that LG, and actually not in a great position because he is trapped here with only an LG and Tribal. We'll see if Danchez can hit any rails onto base. And off the spawn, I think Danchez already has himself a very good position. Base played it poorly. I don't like going for LG off the spawn he had. Just for this reason, however. He does actually make his way over to Mega, taking 3 rails. Just brutal from Danchez. Base not going to go for that light because he knew he was railable. But he does die going for the other one. I think that Base dropped himself a rail off his death, actually. So he might have a rail. Ooh, huge peeker damage. Base maybe going to be able to get the Mega. Surprise play through the portal. The spawn, though, I think that, yeah, Base is going to get the Mega spawn. Danchez decides not to go for it. Base going to fall down, going to go for that heavy. He doesn't have weapons, though. Only nail gun and machine gun. Nice movement from Base just to get himself onto that rail. He is going to be trapped down below. And Danchez is able to take advantage of it. It's going to be able to restock on some rail ammo here. And have a decent position for the next Mega. I do think that Base has the railgun only. I think he only has railgun, yeah. But I think it's a bit weird that Danchez decided not to push that because he could have just gone in with LG and tried to do a lot of damage to Base. And we're seeing that Base is only playing with a railgun. Nice little jump from Danchez to restock on that rail ammo. Base is going to be in a much better position for the next Mega, however. The items are synced, so Danchez can just be satisfied going for that heavy. Big miss from Base. Ooh, just fully exposing himself there. Not sure what he was doing. Takes another one in the back. Both players miss, and Base misses the jump pad rail. That light armor is not there for Base. He has no armor to his name. Danchez could make a push here. Base able to grab that armor. Danchez nowhere to be seen. Unable to catch him. Oh, does hit one rail. And is going to have T position. Base just running full speed. Wrong weapon choice from Danchez. Both players are railable, but it is going to benefit Danchez as he has the Mega position. And he just made himself really hard for Base to hit. I don't think Base is railable there, but one rail would have crippled him. Danchez out of rail ammo. Is probably just going to have to go back to LG room to grab some more. Base has no armor. I think that Danchez should be pressuring that lower armor by shotgun more. Just going to sit on the Mega. Base going to go around to LG to get the armor. And actually, I think that Danchez left T armor up as well. So I'm not sure I like these in-control plays coming out from Danchez. He's going to get lucky not to get hit by any rails, so he's going to keep a stack advantage. Going around the long way, not sure if this is going to work out for him. Base is going to have a peeker ready. Huge rocket actually equalizes the stacks, and this is a way better position for Base. Direct rocket comes out, but both players are even stacked, and Base has position on that Mega. He's going to go full speed towards the heavy. Going to take a little bit of rocket damage, actually a lot with that rail. Both players are railable, and Danchez manages to get the finishing shot. Smart play by Base to not expose himself. He does almost get railed there. Goes through the portal trying to go for some Peeker's advantage LG there. Not going to work out. But it does leave. Ooh, I don't know about this. He's going to get the heavy spawn. Oh, actually even worse, the shotgun spawn. Base not going for shotgun, a little surprised. Both players are even stacked, but Danchez does have the weapon advantage here and that berserk. Huge rail. Base is railable, and we'll see if he decides to peek. I think smartly decides not to, so he's going to give Danchez that heavy. And Danchez here does have that light armor at T to his back. It's going to help him out in this fight. Base going to circle around to the other light. Huge tri-bolt. And Base is in no man's land. We'll see if Danchez can get the follow-up. He does with the rocket jump. Huge miss shotgun. Almost costs him. He isn't quite sure about the spawn, it looks like. And Base is going to get himself onto the rocket and the light armor. And he's actually going to be able to defend this Mega really nicely with the Peeker. And the Peeker's going to delay just enough that... Oh, nice evasion. However, he does miss that Mega. Very unlucky. He should have just gone straight for the Mega. I think he got bounced by Base's rocket. But it was also a misplay by Base that he like went around with the Peeker and allowed Danchez to just walk forward. Sorry, I'm not reading chat right now because I'm just casting. This is a nice opportunity for Base. Ooh, and actually a really good rail. I don't know why Danchez was just standing still. That was a big miss, actually, because Danchez probably would have died if Base hit that one. Base finally able to connect with one and is going to force Danchez back to that LG armor. Base, I don't know if it's smart that he's pushing this. It is going to work out for him. He finds the very crucial finishing shot. Both players missing rails. Gonna let Danchez escape. Going up to T armor, kind of risky. Ooh, but railgun from Base even more risky, and Base has no more rail ammo left. However, Danchez is just gonna give him that heavy, and will also allow him to get some extra railgun ammo. He's gonna be able to go the long or the short way around to Mega. And Danchez playing very slow. We'll see if it works out for him. Base probably has a good idea where Danchez is. There's usually only one place they could be, which is just down where the HMG is. Base probably realizes that. A little bit surprised that he didn't decide to push for it at all. And Danchez now trapped. It's going to be up to Base to get that damage off. Because Danchez is just going to play Ring Around the Rosie. And actually manages to get the rail shot and escape unharmed. Big misses coming out from Base, but he does knock Danchez off. It's going to be huge. And the rail, Danchez very weak, and it's going to get finished off with that LG. Base not going for the Mega. He does get it eventually, and that might mess up Danchez's timing. Ooh, Danchez with huge LG. That was like 100% LG from Danchez. I think Base got the. Okay, he actually got a good spawn. Just man, what is that LG? That's 100%. I don't think Danchez realized that he didn't have a railgun there. Base is gonna push with that Peeker's advantage LG, and they're gonna trade. We'll see who gets the better spawn. It's gonna be Base by a lot, actually, but decides to go through the portal instead of going for Mega. Huge rocket, too. This is not good for Base, as he's gonna have to give up the whole map. And he decides to call it there. 1-1. Huge misplay from Base to go through the portal rather than going to Mega. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom before the last map. Be right back. Alright, I'm back in time. I think both spawns are pretty even here. Base just gonna go for that railgun. Opting to use the starting shotgun. And actually might mess him up here because you can't open up the doors as well with the starting shotgun. And that's one of the reasons why I do prefer the machine gun on this map. Look at that. That rail is crazy. I don't know about that play from Base, just going through the portal. He takes a totem. Oh, huge rocket. I don't think Danchez has a railgun, though. Yeah, he doesn't have a rail, so he can't go for a combo. Base gonna get the whole map. This is one of Base's best maps, in my experience. Actually, a really big miss is probably going to give Danchez this heavy. Base is still going to play for it because he has a big weapon advantage. I think that was starting shotgun through the portal. Actually going to do a lot. I don't know if that made him able to be two-shot killed with the railgun. Ooh, big rail, actually. Danchez reading that spawn perfectly. Base still pushing. Danchez misses the first shotgun, but is able to get the second. Danchez off to an early lead, not looking good for Base here. He does have the dual wield. We'll see if he can push with it. Look at that huge rocket coming out. And a rail. Danchez's aim is just insane. Point blank shotgun too. Misses the spawn rail. Could be bad. Could be really bad actually. And Base is going to be able to get himself onto the Mega. Not good for Danchez. Base going to have full control here. Maybe even catch out Danchez. I think it was smart that Danchez went the way the direction he did. Tried to do max damage. It wasn't enough. And Danchez is going to be forced to go back to Railgun. He will be outstacking Base, so he can probably get onto one of these items. And yeah, he's going to get both the weapons, Rocket and LG, and get the high ground. Rocket exchange from both players, knocking Danchez up the jump pad, but Danchez just insane rockets. That's normally what Base does. Danchez had no right to that kill, but Base completely messing up his rockets and his dodging. Look at this! Look at this Chad play coming out. Just walk straight in with railguns. Not gonna work out because he missed that final one. But that's like a total Chad play right there. Look at these rockets, man. Danchez is scary. This game is just a complete clusterfuck right now. Both players just walking into each other. It's looking like a corrupted keep game. Danchez with the LG spot. He gets hit by a direct. Wow, Base just running straight into Danchez over and over and over again. And now Danchez is the one running into him, and it seems like whoever runs into the opponent gets the advantage. Base is going to get that heavy, but yeah, the stack difference isn't too big. We'll see if Danchez can get any portal exit damage. That's what he's going to be going for here. Actually gets a little bit and knocks Base off, but Danchez is not going to commit for Mega. And Danchez, I don't know if he has all the weapons he needs to, so I don't think I like this, and Base is going to catch him. Rocket's not looking good from Base. He actually barely survives that fight. Danchez are going to run straight towards the Rocket. Probably a good thing for Danchez that the dual wield is wasted. Ooh, Danchez gets hit by a face rocket from himself. Gonna be good for Danchez that Base doesn't have that dual wield, especially after that crazy rail. Both players still just running at each other. Danchez are missing a few shots. We'll see if he can hit some on this heavy. Nice. Gonna get himself that heavy. Ooh, I don't think he meant to do that, but it might work out. He's gonna deny that light armor. Gets hit by a good rocket. Gonna get himself onto that Mega. Both players gonna go for the rail. Ooh, Danchez actually hits it, but the direct. And Danchez is gonna go down for the light armor. Actually doesn't. I think he went, yeah, he didn't go for the LG light armor, and it's gonna cost him. Base has him trapped. The LG is not great, actually. Really close fight. Danchez gets the railgun spawn here. Looking for an angle. Base gonna be very slow. Probably knows that Danchez is just looking at the angle. Nice railgun there, however. Oh, misses that second one. It's not good. And the rocket. This game could be over just from the tilting that Danchez is probably going through right now. You see that? A little bit of poke damage, but it is gonna matter. I mean, just a little bit of damage can tilt you sometimes. Nice rail. It's not looking good for Danchez. Ooh, I think Base is gonna get the kill here. Decided to go for the railgun. I don't know about that. He does manage to get one shot off. Base doing a good job managing the totems. And he knows now that he doesn't necessarily need the kill. Gonna go for some damage on that light armor. And Danchez going for that angle, not advised. It's hit by the spawn. I think this map might be over. Danchez has a chance to get heavy. But he doesn't know timing. If Danchez doesn't get some life here, or doesn't show some signs of life here soon, I think that it's safe to call the game for Base. Danchez can get the heavy here, and that's going to be crucial. We'll see if he's going to be able to get it. Base going to be very cautious, going to pop that dual wield, and Danchez is going to back away. Actually runs back. Gets hit by 2. Misses that one. See if it matters. Danchez just doesn't have the health. Base misses. And the totem coming out. Going to soak up some of that LG. The trade. Who gets the spawn? Danchez gets the spawn. Why isn't he going for Mega? Why isn't he? Does he not know? Does he not know it's up? Okay, he went back for it. I don't understand why he didn't go for it first. Danchez needs to make a play right here, right now. 5 frag difference is pretty big on this map. And Base is good at the plus back. Danchez not so sure about where Base is right now. This is one of the better spots to play out of control on this map, because you just have a lot of options, and you can hear basically everywhere. Rocket jump comes out, he misses the rocket, and the dual wield gonna knock him off. And I think it's safe to call this for Base. I really appreciate you guys. But I gotta be ready for this next match. I will have a map advantage, but Base is just really good. I used the SkyPad for a long time, and it is really good. But I switched off of it because I thought it was just a bit too fast, and one of my problems is I don't keep the mouse still enough. So the SkyPad wasn't helping. But if you don't have a problem with that, then the SkyPad is a really good mousepad. Sorry for the ad, nothing I can do about it. Serious on a glass pad? That's news to me. I didn't think Sirius would ever use a glass pad.